Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop auto shop, family-owned and operated at 1402 North 3rd Street in Temple. Why go to another dealer? Quick Wrench Automotive, a full-service preventive maintenance and automotive repair center, offers a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty on most repairs nationwide, which also includes complimentary roadside assistance. Quick Wrench also offers the best price for oil changes around at $17.95 plus tax, which includes 5 quarts of oil, new oil filter, washer fluid, and complimentary 23-point inspection. Other great deals are available on our Facebook page as well as our website, quickwrenchautomotive.com. Give us a call Monday through Friday at 254-935-2145 to speak with an ASE certified technician. Quick Wrench Automotive, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Here at the Logic Nation, we often encourage you to be logical. Now, I've got 2 more great words to live by. Get supplied. With Studio L as a center point, Smith Supply will provide you with everything to clean anything and deliver it on time within 150 miles. That means we can deliver cleaning supplies to any facility, any business, including hotels and motels, even industries and factories, anywhere in the Killeen, Temple, Fort Hood Metro, Waco, and Austin. No matter where you are, we can ship to your order. We also provide janitorial services and building maintenance in some areas, and our Temple showroom and our online catalog are open to the public. We're here to save you money and get your supplies to you on time, every time. So, get supplied. Since 1961, we're Smith Supply, 254-773-3592, and online at smithsupply.com.
Arch Coons, the owner of A&C Firearms in Heidenhammer, Texas, is an avid gun enthusiast and enjoys helping all of his customers to find the gun that's perfect for them. With a large selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns, finding the right gun becomes easy. Go to A&C Firearms, located at 5819 U.S. Highway 190 in Heidenhammer, or call them 254-983-4417. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammo, knives, and a whole lot more. A&C Firearms, 254-983-4417.
Bankruptcy attorney Ed Laughlin.
I really hate to see families suffer, especially when there's something they can do. If you have too many bills to pay, the truth is that filing bankruptcy may be the best thing you ever do. I'm not just saying it, let me prove it to you. That's why I offer a free initial consultation. Call me, because you shouldn't just have to sit there and worry.
Call 1-800-492-2589. The phone call is free and so is the appointment. You're going to feel a whole lot better.
I really got to listen to this guy's story. American Women Stay Away From Me. He must have gotten burnt or something. I don't know. But look, I got a couple people on the line. I got Tyler on the line. Let me hook him up here real quick. Tyler, if you want to be on the show, give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC, 866-895-6442. Tyler, you're on the air. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind, buddy?
Hey, man, I was talking to your call screener and kind of got everything off my chest I wanted to say with him, but...
Well, that's not fair, Tyler. You need to save it for us, dude.
Okay, Tyler, next time you call in and you start telling me what you want to talk about, I'm going to say, Tyler, you're full of crap. Just to get you really mad.
All right, go ahead, buddy. What's on your mind?
What I was going to say is I was, I make a lot of comments on Facebook on these local news stations are always asking how you feel about social distancing and stuff like that. And I make comments that are just, rooted in logic and common sense and history. And the replies that I get are just so emotionally based and just so out of left field that they're not even on topic really or in context. And it just really opens my eyes to the fact that I feel like we need some kind of more fundamental reform in the United States whenever it comes to specifically suffrage and voting, because I don't see how, like me, I have a college degree from Texas A&M in history, and I personally know people who have graduated from high school, who are good people, don't get me wrong, but I guarantee you they don't have a 12th grade. They can't do what the state says is 12th grade math. They can't do 12th grade reading comprehension. I mean, and that's not necessarily a knock on them. It's just kind of a fact. And I feel like that we're kind of descending more and more towards kind of mob justice and just kind of total democracy and direct democracy more and more instead of like kind of the constitutional republic. And one good example also is how we used to, the state legislatures appointed senators, and now we have direct voting on senators. And that's just one example, but
Tyler, let me throw something out here and tell me what you think about this. Based on what you're saying, I want to make a commentary. And that is, I think a lot of people are still hickish. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I think a lot of them are still USA, God bless America, apple pie, and all this kind of stuff, and they believe government is there to help them, and they haven't taken the pill to realize that it's gone corrupt. And so a lot of people think this is just the way you do it, but just the way you do it doesn't stop the encroachment of the treachery. And so they may be going to school to learn the 3 R's or whatever, but they're not really learning the reality of life as to what's going on. What do you think about that?
Well, I personally think that the government has always been kind of a place that power-hungry people go towards, and so I think that that's nothing new. What I think is new is the fact that used to we had an independent citizenry who kind of valued their independence and fiercely fought to keep the size of government down and to keep the size of their rights as citizens, up. But I feel like that has kind of waned over the years, and more people have become apathetic, and the size of government just balloons. And as the size of government balloons, it takes up more and more space and freedom and stuff like that, and the people have less and less responsibility, which kind of turns into a cycle. You know what I mean?
You said a key word, and you're absolutely right. Apathetic. There's apathy abounding, so you're absolutely right. I'll tell you what, though, Tyler, you got a great call. I got another call on the line. I want to get him in before the break. I appreciate you listening.
Thank you.
And share the word, okay?
God bless.
You too. Okay, I want to get Joe on the line. He's got a question for the Colonel. Joe, thanks for listening. You're on the air. What's up? What's on your mind, buddy?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Colonel. In regards to the First Amendment and the churches that are being told to shut down, specifically the one in East Baton Rouge, Central City, Louisiana, the pastor has been arrested twice, and every time he goes to church, they add another charge to him. Do you think that's going to stand in the long run?
Okay, we got about 30 seconds, Colonel. If you can't finish it up, we'll come back and hold on tight, Joe. We'll do it after the break, too. So go ahead, Colonel.
That's going to vary a very close one on the quarantine law and public health. If his organization is being singled out and he's not being treated like every other organization, if they can have bingo and they can't have church, then that would be a thing. But if everybody's being treated exactly the same, then that's going to be an issue.
I'll tell you what, Joe. Hang on tight if you can. Reiterate the question after the break, and then we'll get a solid answer, okay? We'll be back in 3 minutes. See you on the other side.
One in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. Matt, your host here. It is May 5th, 2020. I've got the Colonel, Rayford Brown, talking the Constitution, and I've got Joe on the line. Joe, I'm going to get you back on the air, buddy. Your mic is hot. And why don't you reiterate the question, because we got a full segment now. We only got about 4 or 5 minutes, and I got another caller coming on, so let's get to the point.
All right. There's a church in East Baton Rouge, Central City, Louisiana. The pastor has been arrested twice and currently is on house arrest, lives on church property. And the judge has refused him to walk 200 feet from the front door of his house to go to church. And every time he goes to church to preach and to minister to the people of the community, he throws another charge at him. So the First Amendment says Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion prohibiting the free exercise thereof. And so how does the safety of the public suspend the First Amendment? That's the question.
Well, and we got a similar issue. We have the denomination that handles snakes, and sometimes they get bit, but nobody interjects on that. That's within themselves. Now, I really have a hard time here. I agree with you that it is very clear, and the Founding Fathers felt that the government had no input onto the way people practice their religion, and that God came first, and God set up the origins of our government. My only point is, do we have a right to endanger others if we are endangering others? If everybody he's talking to is there voluntarily and came of their own free will, then the government should butt out of it. It's their way of practicing their religion.
Yeah. Everyone
I think
did
they're
come
right.
of
I
their
don't
own
think
free
it'll
will,
stand
yes,
up.
sir.
Go ahead.
I agree with you.
Okay. So questions out, debate has been made, and there's an agreement upon the discussion?
I think that, we both think that I don't think it'll stand up. I think it's going to be
I agree with
challenged.
you.
Well, Joe, great question. Anything else on your mind?
Thank you very much. You gentlemen have a fantastic day.
You too, buddy. Thanks for
You
the
know,
call.
it's funny because everybody says freedom is not free. You know what else it ain't? Freedom ain't safe.
That's right.
Well,
It's like when you see you know the old story about the guy that's carrying a 1911 in his holster and he's got it cocked and locked, right? And the lady walks up, she says, "That looks dangerous." He said, "I damn sure hope it is."
well, let's go back to this
Yeah,
conversation
Colonel,
we were having.
You got 2 minutes to finish up your
Okay.
segment.
The point that I wanted to make, with liberty comes responsibility.
Oh, my goodness.
And we have to be responsible in how we do things, and we don't endanger others. That's personal responsibility. And that goes with the greatest commandment was what? Love one another as I have loved you. If you are endangering your brothers, then is that a real practice of good Christianity or good religion? And the greater love hath no man than he would give his life for another. So we have some examples there that say you should respect and take care of your flock as well as preach to them. What's the value of what you're demonstrating to them versus if you are creating a danger? And this goes back, are we being given the truth about the virus in the first place? We have a lot of deceit going on in our government, and their objective is centralized control. They're seeing how far they can push us and how many freedoms we're willing to give up. You can go down the communist 1963, you can look it up, just the 1963 communist goals to take over America, and look at all the things that are being all the squares that are being filled by this exercise. And also the 1848 Illuminati goals. They only had 28. They were down to the nitty gritty. But there's the same thing. It just goes down the list. Create a crisis and then take care of it.
Colonel, as always, nice breakdown, good calls, good questions, good commentaries. We're about to take a 21-hour break, ladies and gentlemen. And, I prep a show. I want to spend all day today to prep tomorrow's show. And when the mic comes on, I never know what's going to happen. That's what happened to today's show. And it's okay with me. It's not a problem at all. So we're going to be back in 21 hours. Until then, hopefully the information you were given out or the conversations we had are helpful and you can use it. Because remember, we don't want to whine. We want to talk, observe, make comment, and then get things accomplished. Go out, get something to eat, buy a product, help the businesses out there, brick and mortar. And restaurants, put your chairs on the floor, get them off the tables. Let's open this puppy up.
Quit being scared, wash your hands.
There you go. We'll be back in 21. See you on the other side. God bless. Keep your powder dry.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The following is made possible by Dad.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling all over it.
The dad joke. Corny, grown-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
Why do you have to be careful when it's raining cats and dogs? Because you might step in a poodle.
And kids that spend more time with their dads grow up to be smarter, more successful.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
And with any luck, funnier adults.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he didn't have anybody to go with.
Dad jokes rule. So take a moment to make a moment and give your kid a laugh. It's as easy as going to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
That's really funny.
Walking spaces, hey, oh, where to go, Ohio?